Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Kerbalinian Odyssey. And obviously, last time we completed all these contracts by her. But we're in the market for some more contracts. And what we're going to choose this time, I think... I had a look at these before I came on here. And... coming over here. Well, there's two things I want to do. I want to go rescue Newmal Kerman from the Orbital Kerbin. Because what has happened is the KKK has sabotaged his rocket while he was doing some standard tests in orbit. His rocket has blown up, now he's stranded all alone in space. But at the moment, he's actually, he's actually doing the rocket tests at the moment. So that'll blow up in the future. But before we get to that, let's get to the contracts that we want to test. Now, I had a look at these. I think there's 3 we can actually do together without having any other problems. We won't be doing any other missions. So what we'll do is the radial parachutes, because I like them, they're good, they are. We'll do the solid fuel boosters, RT-10, the small ones there is, that we've already unlocked, and the separatrons. So we can separatron our rockets apart. Sounds like a transformer, doesn't it? A sepatron. Okay, so we'll do them 3. Oh yes, we got a bunch of science from the last episode. We'll unlock these 2 because we do want to go down here. So we can unlock the doohickey science junior pod. Yes, we have got enough for that. Excellent. And to the VAB. Obviously, I will not be taking you through this bit because building is boring to me. Unless you've got something good to talk about, which I haven't, and I'm not good at trying to concentrate on building something and blah 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 blah, and build it at the same time. So, see you there on the launch pad. And here we are on the launch pad. With my ship, I've aptly named the Experimentator. Get it? You know, experiment, exterminate, experiment. Oh, I'm wasted, you. Anyway, I've attached several doohickey, it's my new word, isn't it? I've never used that word before. What's happening here? Anyway, get back onto this. I've got the RT-10 fuel boosters here. I've limited this fuel amount fuel and the thrust, so we can activate them while this rocket is on its way. Got the separatrons then, which should fire when all the fuel and everything's done, after these have detached, obviously. And... oh yeah, we've got enough, this bunch of these for science. Did I do mystery goo on the pad before? No, I haven't. So we'll keep that. Crew port, I don't think I did. Oh, we can transmit that back. Since we have an extra battery on this. Okay. I won't waste the... the science... was it? Is it? Marine Materials Bay. Can't remember if you call this junior pod or what. Science junior pod or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I'm babbling on, and we should be conducting a mission. I've got Newmal Kerman in the pod. And we'll launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do us proud, Newmal Kerman. And we're off. Yeah. Okay. Do we go down here? Yes, we did. So we'll leave that till later. Crew report. Nothing to write home about. Excuse me for a second. Okay, sorry about that. Had to handle something. And here we are. That's my dad laughing in the background there. So, never mind him. And here we are. What am I talking about now? Yes, I'm trying to get up to the speed. Alright, we've got the RT-10 solid fuel boosters, which we need to get up to 17,000 meters or above. And to a speed of 180 meters per second to 480 meters per second. Before we can do any bloody thing with them. We don't want to overshoot. When we get to 17,000, I'll list over slightly so we can test those. We got the speed. Let's throttle down a bit because the parachutes. No, the parachutes. The Separatrons need. Oh no, they don't. I don't know. I don't know what I'm on about in a moment. Okay, as I learned after testing, that you can only get the science when you activate the pass through the staging, which means that I couldn't use action groups. I was hoping to use action groups, you know, oh, press 1 for the first test, press 2 for the second test. Ooh, coming up on the altitude. Concentrate, concentrate. Meow. And we have successfully done it. We'll have to wait till we run out, otherwise it'll hit our things. Science. And we've run out of fuel as well. Have we got anything we can test by here? Radio parachutes. Ooh, yeah. Separatrons. Success. And a materials bay experiment as well. We have 17.5 science from that. Cool. A crew report. This is from the upper atmosphere. I've done some experiments on the lower atmosphere, but not the low upper atmosphere. I'm too scared to do an EVA. Ribney looks terrified from this experiment. Alright, now is just the parachutes. Since we've run out of fuel on this thing, we'll separate it. And we'll time accelerate then. Coming down, once we get to the altitude, hopefully we won't overspeed this thing. We need 20,000 meters. And we're in danger of exceeding the speed. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. We have 3 contracts in the bag. And how much does that get us? I don't know. Let's have a look. Right, that gets us 3,068 for the parachutes. Nice bit of reputation for science. I'm more interested in science, by the way. I haven't come into the point where you can't build anything because we haven't got enough money. We got 118 reputation from that. 6 science, cool. And 1,134. Every penny counts. You know, that'll be a couple of parachutes. Keep our Kerbals safe, that's cool. Keep them. And we'll bring our Kerbals down to safety. Kerbals is only one. Apparently one Kerbal is a plural. You're coming down here now. Ooh. Remember to bring off the time acceleration at 500 meters. So we don't rip our spacecraft to shreds. And then bringing him down. Okay, we're bringing him down slowly. We're bringing him down softly. We're bringing Ripney down. Don't take notice of my singing voice. Oh. Yes, I know I'm not one for the X Factor. So anyway, here we are. I'm not sure if Ribney's done an EVA report yet. Ooh, 5.6 science. Wow, we're flying over Kerbin's waters. Never done that before. I'm not going to risk a survey sample, so straight to the VAB. Okay, while it's loading, should I sing a song? Do I fill any gaps? No idea. Alright, we got 82 science in total now. That's cool. We've now got, ooh, a nice bit of money. I didn't even know what we started with. 100,000. What are they called? What's the measurement unit for a thing? Can't just be funds. Hello, funds. Funsy, or I don't know. Some funds getting money. And we've got Newmal Kerman back. So first thing I want to do is spend that science. And as we're researching the parts, using the data we collected from that, we hear some terrifying news that... what's his name? Let's have a look. Forgot his name. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Yeah. Newmal Kerman has been stranded in orbit. While he was outside his pod doing some scientific experiments on the rocket, It blew up, totally disintegrated. We have no idea why yet. It's going to be the KKK, which is the Keep Kerbals on Kerbin Society, not the other thing. Okay, so we'll accept that contract. I'll go build a rocket, while you guys go and have a sip of tea. And here we are on the launch pad with the aptly named Kerbal Catcher. And for this mission, the only one entrusted to this mission is Newmal Kerman. Can we get him out on eBay? Don't fall. It doesn't give you his stats. I was going to show you his stats, which was that he has absolutely no courage whatsoever. Can we get him up on the crew thingy? Let's try the map. Oh no. What's happened here? In the when you're in the VAB, he was showing up absolutely no courage whatsoever. So, oh well, he's the bravest Kerbal and the most stupidest because he volunteered for this mission. And what we'll do now, we'll set our Kerbal as a target and make sure our is staying on surface. That's good. We don't want relative velocity. He's over here now. If we launch now and come to a lower orbit, we should have him catch up to us. I think he's at roughly... No, that's showing his distance. Altitude. Yes, he's at 100,000 meter. Over 100 kilometers. So if we do at least 70, we should be fine. So, Newmal Kerman, launch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! No, release camp. That's the first mistake we done. We misstaged. Ooh, bugger. Anyway, hopefully we can save this. At the moment, I haven't got the thrust vectoring engine, so I'm struggling with the torque from these capsules to keep him on course. And it's getting a bit dark. Let's increase the ambient lighting slightly. Not too much. We'll probably have to turn him down when we get into some proper sunlight. Okay, we're coming up on the vector engine. Cool. Okay, we're on the vector engine. That means we can quickly align ourselves. Go straight up. Okay, we're coming up on it. Ah, excellent. Okay, let's get it. Yes, we know you're full of courage. Quite stupid as well. But you can stop bragging about it. Right then, we need to get this orbit up. How do we keep it up? Oh dear me. Looks like this will be the slow burn. I don't think that gravity turn was as economic as possible. Ooh. Come on, come on. May cut this bit out just in case. It may be a bit boring. Right, our Apslapse is there, but I'm not sure where he's going to be when we're up here. He's going to be over there. So, higher orbit it is. Okay, that'll do. We're in space, so no slowdown of the atmosphere. I wish there was some button you could say, ooh, circularize. Squad, add that to the game. A little button on your maneuver node that says circularize from this point. Although it does take some of the fun sort of funsies out of the game. perhaps what they could do is a sort of research and development center on Kerbin. We have to go in, you have to manually calculate, you know, it gives you all the calculations of stuff that you need to use, but you have to calculate your first orbit to circularize or whatnot, or your delta V and all that. And after you get that correct your first time, you know, after you've learned it, it gives you those buttons to do the automatic updates and all that. I know you, because I think it's the best thing to do, because people, kids and adults, because I learnt a lot from this game, will learn a lot from this. I love maths. Well, not while I was in school, but lately. Right, let's sort out this burn. 1 minute, 3 seconds, so it's... Whoa. I think we're going to fail this mission. We may have to sign something up to capture our Kerbal capture. Or at least we're in a sort of orbit now. Let's check that. Make sure that... Ooh. Just make sure that's over 70 kilometers. I'll be happy. That's why we can't get over 70 kilometers, because we're already under 70 kilometers. Oh, sure. Oh. So orientate ourselves correctly. Set as target. Let's see if we can add a maneuver now for when we catch up. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. 8.4 kilometers. Increase the speed slightly. 9 kilometers. 6. So increase the speed slightly. Move him across. Tweaking our maneuver node. 4.2 kilometers. 6 kilometers. If we slow down by here, so I got 3 kilometers. I'm gonna stick with that. That's our safest bet so far. So let's maneuver. Okay, Neilwig, you're really low on fuel. You can do this maneuver. And the maneuver is 2 seconds. We've got 9 minutes. So let's speed it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we are. Quickly get on the maneuver. Okay, let's see what we've got. Get out of the way. We've got a separation of 5. Whoop. Let's do the reverses of that. Okay, that seems to be sticking there, so we won't do anything more to that. If I add a alarm, there's an update available to this apparently. Target loaded. Is that going to add the alarm there? Okay, I think so. So let's see if this alarm will work. Right, 4 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Oop. Close alarm. Let's get him out the way. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Just saw him flow by. There he is, 3.6 kilometers. We need to kill our velocity in the relative velocity between us and Newmal. If we can get that close to 0, that'll do for now. I think the best thing to do now is to too far, come on. Is to when we see the start rising, distance. When we see the distance between him and me start rising, we'll reduce our speed. And what I'll do is I'll go beep beep. Right, screenshot for the papers. You know, Newmal Kerman. Okay, got my screenshots using my capture software. Right, I need that back. Oh, I need the jetpack on. I can't maneuver it. Okay, I've killed my relative velocity. So if we use Newmal's EVA pack, we can get us as close as possible and obviously get ourselves intact. Rather than using the fuel in the rocket, which will require just to get us back into the safety of the atmosphere of Kerbin. Let's check our fuel tank. Oh, we've got enough in this jetpack. Okay. Jetpacking from large distances is not as easy as it looks. Oh, this one wasn't too bad because we weren't too far away. Just imagine if you had to do several kilometers on the orbits. Well, because you're in a slightly different orbit then, it's much more difficult. It's like having to calculate your own thingamajiggy. So I'll do a quick screenshot here. Of being. Whoa. Not was what I was expecting to do. Okay, I'll take some screenshots some other way. I almost had it there. Orbiting for so long in space has disoriented him. So, you know, that's the problem. Did a little jig there. And he looks ecstatic. He saved Newmal Kerman. They're both happy buddies. They're talking about their experiences, what's happened. Now, what we didn't see was while Newmal Kerman was coming onto the rocket, Newmal was out collecting some debris. Because the one thing you need to do, if possible... One thing we need to do, if possible, is to investigate your problems. That's what NASA does. And if you remember Apollo 13, they found out after a lot of research that some bare wire which overheated had caused the explosion of the ship while they were trying to mix the oxygen. And that's what you need. So we've collected all as much debris as we can. But we will have to wait for the results. We know the results, but we have to wait for the results. And let's see what we've got here. Alright, Newmal Kerman has been now part of the space program crew. That's cool. And yep, that's our thing. We've got him on board. The only thing we have to do now is get him on the surface safely. Oops, overshot slightly. Okay, that's close enough. Let's dump this stage. SAS off. Can we do any crew boats? No. I've done EVAs around these areas, so it's not worth it. Not worth the effort. Right, we're in the atmosphere. We're coming down. Newmal and Newmal Kerman in tow. Was saved by Newmal, who was saved by Newmal Kerman. What's happening here? Why are you flat? I see. It's probably something to do with the lighting. 3D models. We're on time accelerate, so I'm not too worried. Whoa. Haha. There's the KSC. Okay, 300 meters per second, and then I'll pop the parachute. That's my imaginary safety margin. If you pop them over for 300 meters per second, there's a chance your chutes will rip. And by the way, has anyone watched that video where they had the inflatable deaccelerator thingamajiggy, the saucer thing they're calling it? They opened the chute on that, and you could see the holes ripping that. Man, that was bad. Hero. To think that if someone was on board of that, it would be, well, a nightmare. But that's not what they were. I'm not sure. Was that just testing the effects of the chute? Perhaps they knew it was going to rip. To tell the truth, I don't know. Anyway, here we are. We're bringing ourselves down. Okay. I'm going to recover this. I'll meet you at the VAB at the KSC. And here we are. We've got the jet science recovered from that. We got the funds. We're now over 200,000 funds. And we've got 2 Kerbals, which give us plus 18 reputation. That means because we've landed, we've completed returning Newmal Kerman to Kerbin. There's too many Kers in this. Keep on getting them confused. So that's more reputation and funds. But if we go to our R&D center, they've analysed the parts. When the von Kerman, however you say it, has researched the parts and has told us that he believes it was an explosive on board. And analysing the data, because Kerbals are really smart. They've got no common sense, but they're extremely smart. They've pointed the finger at the KKK, the Keep Kerbals on Kerman, Keep Kerbals on Kerbin Society. Their attempts at trying to keep us out of space from outer space. The attempts to try to keep us from going into outer space have failed miserably. We've now increased the security around the KSC center. As you can see, we've put a black monolith over there somewhere. And hopefully that'll just scare him off. That's our new security system. Big block of floating black rock. Anyway, that is enough for me for today. Please like, subscribe, stay tuned because there'll be a Kerbal news after this. And yeah, like, subscribe, comment, tell me if it's crap or good. If you tell me it's crap, please tell me where it's crap, because I need to know. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. And now for the Kerbal news.
Good morning, Kerbals, and now for the news. A Kerbal had been stranded in space. Newmal Kerman was stranded in space after his rocket mysteriously blew up, but due to the quick actions of the KSC, he was saved by the famous Kerbal of them all, Jebediah. It is found after an investigation that the accident was caused by the KKK, or the Keep Kerbals on Kerbin Society. The KSC have stepped up their security to try and reduce any more interference from the KKK and to prevent any more break-ins. Also in today's news, the Kerbal Space Program funding has now been secured. With the help of third-party contracts, which has been quite a success, the KSC have successfully tested parts for these companies and have secured a future relationship for collaborating with the industrial sector. And through this newfound partnership, the Kerbal Space Program hope to bring forward the eventual landing and exploration of our closest neighbour, the Moon. This has created quite a buzz in the space sector, and all involved are looking forward to it. That is the news for today. Back to the KSC.